All right, yay, we are live. We did it. So excited to be here. We have an awesome hangout lined up for you. Now this is going to be pretty short. We don't want to keep you here all day. We want to get right to the point here. You probably know why you're here already. We are here to talk to you about Team WUKAR, and you might be saying to yourself, what the heck is Team WUKAR? So we want to answer those questions for you, make sure that you have a really good understanding of what this is about and how this could completely change your life over the next little while. So before I introduce my guest today, my name is Sue Susie. I have been an internet marketer for 6 years. I have 3 kids. I work from home. I'm in my home office in Vernon, BC, Canada. I've had some really great successes over those 6 years. I've had some really massive failures too, but I think that you'll find out from all of us on here today, myself and Tarlise and Constance, that's a part of it all. I mean, we're entrepreneurs to the core. That's why I love getting these 2 women on, because this is what we do. This is what we do all day. We work from home. We live the life that we want to live on our own terms instead of going to a job. So if you're kind of at that point in your life where, maybe you've got kids and you want to bring some extra income into your home, or heck, maybe you don't have kids and you just want to travel the world and have a little bit more fun, well, I believe that this is something that you need to pay attention to. And I personally have been with the same company for a couple years. I am not into shiny balls. I get them thrown at me all the time, and it's really easy to get sidetracked. So when this came along to me, I heard about this probably day one. I saw Tarlise talking about it. I saw, a few key people in the internet marketing industry talking about this. And I thought, no, shiny ball, not going there, not going there. And then I kept hearing from more people, and I said, no, I'm focused, I'm not going there. And then finally, I thought, you know what, maybe it's time. Maybe it's my time to look at something else. And yeah, what do you have to lose by looking, right? So I watched a webinar, I talked to a few people, I did a lot of research, I found out what this truly was all about, and I realized that, you know what, sometimes something comes along and it's the right place and it's the right time, and it would be silly to not jump in. And so I did. And when I did jump in, I thought, I personally like to build my business online. Like I said, I've got 3 kids. It's crazy around this house. I don't have time to be phoning people all day. And quite honestly, that's not the way that I like to do my business. That works great for some people. If it works for you, awesome. But for me, I like to be able to use Facebook and do videos and do these awesome hangouts and use the internet to reach so many more people at once than I could if I was making those phone calls. So anyway, I thought, okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get 2 of the top women who are already doing this, who are totally rocking it, because I believe, I really have this vision of working with thousands of women throughout the world and helping them create a better life for themselves and their family and not feel stuck in whatever they're doing. And so I saw these powerful women rocking it. I thought to myself, okay, here's a way that I can share this with more people. I can get those women out here to really talk about their experience and show us how this all works. So we're going to really dive into what exactly this is. We're going to show you what the product is, how it works. We're going to show you ways that you can incorporate this into what you're already doing. There's so many ways. We were just talking about this before the hangout started. There's so many ways that you can make this work for you. So we're going to show you those ways, and I am going to start first of all by introducing Tarlise. Now, I don't know if you know this, Tarlise, or if you remember, but I'm sure we connected on Twitter like 5-6 years ago when hardly anybody was on Twitter. I mean, I've been watching Tarlise for a long time, and that's what it happens. Sometimes people are just really paying attention to what you're doing and you don't even realize it. And so I've watched Tarlise. I've watched her have amazing wins in her business. I've watched her just throw herself out there and not give a crap what anybody thinks. And that is something that I admire so much about Tarlise. And so I've watched her over these years. I've always admired her, and I just thought, she's found something that I am absolutely blown away by her results on this, and so she's going to tell us about that. But she found it, and she's been there right from the start. So Tarlise, come on out, say hello, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got going on this. Make sure you're unmuted. And how this all came about, because this is a company. The company is Doobly, for those of you who don't know, and Doobly's actually been around for like 11 years. I heard about Doobly years ago, but it didn't make sense to me back then. The model has completely changed, but what we're really talking about is Team WUKAR, which is a new part of Doobly, and in our first 8 weeks, we've generated over $4 million in this team alone. Tarlise has been a huge leading force in that. So Tarlise, hello there.
Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yes, we sure can. So yeah, just give us a little background. Tell us a bit about your story and how you came upon this and how, like, the craziness that's happened over the last 8 weeks or so.
Yeah, it's been nuts. I've been in Team WUKAR since the very beginning, before it was even Team WUKAR. But you know, a lot like you, Sue, I wasn't looking for anything. I was doing very well. I launched my own info product. I was teaching people how to build their business on Instagram, and the income was steady. I had no desire to look anywhere else. And actually, when Matt Trainer had first introduced me to it, I was like, I didn't even want to go with him. I didn't want to hear about it. I wanted nothing to do with it. I said, absolutely not. I'm too busy. Well, once I actually saw the product that I'm about to show you guys, I couldn't sleep. And for those of you that know me, just like you said, I'm pretty blunt about stuff. I don't do hype. I don't do the rah-rah, not my style. And when I saw this, one thing, I was sitting by Matt, and he starts sweating. He's pacing the room. He's like, oh my gosh, this is so big. We can help so many people. And then I started paying attention to really how many people we could help with this opportunity. And for those of you that don't know me, I've been in the network marketing industry for about 3 years now. I've been super successful with it, but when I started, you know, I actually sold my bed to pay for my kit, and I ran through the ranks, but it was a lot of hard work. The problem with the traditional MLM was I was succeeding because I was a really hard worker, but I didn't have a lot of duplication on my team. And so what's different about this opportunity for me is, and you know, Constance is going to be able to be one of these people that's a testimonial for it, is so many people in my organization are rank advancing, are seeing their first 5-figure months, are able to, you know, take their children places that they couldn't before, are able to, even in, you know, just 8 weeks, they're able to do things that were never possible in their previous network marketing experience. So, you know, a lot of people will say, well, of course you're doing well, Tarlise, duh, you know, you've already had success. Guys, I have stay-at-home moms that have never done business online before. I have people, you know, we have 70-year-old people on the team that don't know how to use the internet that are doing phenomenally. And the reason being is that this product is universal. It's not someone trying to tell you why my nutrition shake is better than yours, or why you should try my energy drinks and not go buy them at, you know, at Sam's Club or something. This is something saying, buy whatever you want, where you want to buy it. Would you like cash back while you're doing so? And so what I'm going to do is, my portion of this is I want to show you the product, the customer side of this. Constance is going to kind of explain to you guys the business aspect of it, but I think that your mind's going to be as blown as I am when you see how easy this is to sell, because it's truly a benefit to everyone. So I'm going to share my screen, and Sue, just let me know if it works. All right, so can you guys see my screen right now?
Yep, you got it.
All right. So what we're talking about, guys, is Doobly.com. What this is this is an online shopping portal that pays you to travel, pays you to shop, and offers you coupons and deals on some of your favorite places. Now, a lot of people will say, oh gosh, I've heard about these cashback things. I've heard about this. I'm not interested. Guys, I want to tell you why this is different. We're not telling you to go to Bob's appliance shop and try to get cash back there. These are name brand, large corporations and entities that we are able to, not only on travel, get you cash back. So look at some of the places or the stores that are in our portals. We have Priceline, 11% on a VIP membership. Hotels.com, Hotwire, JetSetter. That's just the travel portion. I want to show you the shopping mall. I don't know about you. Anyone shop at Macy's or Best Buy or Kohl's? I want to show you two stores that absolutely blow my mind in our portal, and that is Apple. So, guys, if you know anything about Apple, they do not give discounts. They do not give cash back unless you are in the education field or if you are in the military. Guys, with a VIP membership with Jubilee, you're able to get 7% cash back. And you know what's funny is in traditional MLM, you get rebuttals. You get, I don't drink this, I don't use that, I don't need that. Well, I had someone come to me the other day and say, oh, yeah, well, I don't use Apple. Awesome. You know what I have to say to you, Mr. No Apple user? How do you feel about Best Buy? You can get a PC at Best Buy and you still get 7%. So you guys, this is something that we're not having to change buying habits. These are stores that, you know, we have coupons and promotions and travel and all of these awesome things that you are already doing in your life that you might not realize. So for me, you know, I don't personally have children. But recently, a lot of people have been talking about, oh, my kid needs soccer cleats, or, oh, my gosh, back to school is killing me. Well, guess what? If your kid needs soccer cleats, how about you go to Foot Locker through our portal, and we'll go ahead and get you 9.2% cash back on that. Would that, do you think that would help a lot of parents out there? You know, Constance is a single mom, and she's, you know, busting her booty. If her child needed some clothes, don't you think that that extra 9.2% cash back would help them? Another rebuttal I get is, I'm not going to remember to shop through your portal. That sounds nice, but let's be honest, I don't have time to do that. Well, guess what, guys? If you go to google.com, and I just typed in Halloween costumes earlier, guess what's happening? Doobly is actually letting you know when you're just looking on google.com, as many people do, hey, if you want to get your item right here, go ahead and go to Walmart, 7%. If you want to go to Halloween Express, 12.5%. What it's doing is it's allowing you to search your everyday normal, you know, user habits, and you're still able to be reminded to log in because you can get cash back. If you don't Google something and you say, well, that's really great, I want to go directly to the site. What happens is, and we'll close this out and show you, what happens is when you're going directly to these sites, guys, even if you don't go through the portal, even if you forget to, you know, Google it, the Doobly toolbar pops up for you and says, hey, don't forget to log in so that you can get your cash back. So guys, there's no excuses, whether you're going directly to the website. If they're in our portal, this little toolbar pops up. If you're going directly to Google, it lets you know which stores are in our portal that you can benefit from. The coolest thing is, if you have time and you want to go directly through the portal, you're able to shop over 4,000 stores just in the United States. And guess what, guys? We're global. These aren't small percentages either. It's not like you're getting 1%. You can come into Jubilee at 3 different membership kits, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. But guys, even at the free membership, you're able to get 3.2% cash back. I know that I'm talking about the product and as a customer, but as a business builder, do you think that you might be able to sell a few free memberships, which you're going to be compensated on? I mean, that's pretty cool if you ask me. So as far as memberships for our customers, we have the free portion. You can do $4.95 a month, or you can get the VIP voucher, which is $99 for the year. And I'm going to go off of my screen share because I want you to kind of see me when I'm saying this. Okay, so guys, what is different that, you know, I wanted to really bring up is this is something that, like I said, there are no rebuttals. People are not telling us no. The product speaks for itself. You know, we just looked at some current statistics, and the customer to business builder ratio is 400 to 1. So in a traditional work from home business, in a traditional MLM, you're constantly worried about, oh no, did so-and-so stay on auto ship, or am I going to lose that? Are my customer, are my distributors still happy, or, do they need to cancel their auto ship? Guys, our customer base is so strong that regardless of if we lost our entire organization, which we wouldn't want to, but if all of our organization left, our customers are still spending. There's a couple times in MLM where the business goes down, and one of those is around the holidays. For us, guys, business is doubling and tripling right now because we have Halloween coming up. People are looking for costumes. We have people traveling for Thanksgiving. We have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas. So if you ask me, it's a win-win-win situation. So I'll just go ahead and leave it at that, and Constance can tell you about the business part.
Hey, there we go. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, it's such a great thing because like you touched on, Charlize, this is not changing people's spending habits. And I think this is especially great for women. I mean, there's a lot of men in this business, no doubt. And there is so much room for successful women. And I think the combination of what we're doing, building our business and then offering a way for women to be able to shop better and to actually get paid to do their regular shopping, it's brilliant. And like you said, it's something that everybody wants. Who doesn't want to shop at the stores they already shop at online and then get paid cash back? I mean, everybody would want that, and you're not trying to get them to go to some, Sam and John's shoe store. We're sending them off to, Foot Locker and all the places that said Nike, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Didn't want to throw that. I'm still learning, of course, because there's thousands of retailers involved. But Doobly has partnered with all of these major retailers, so you just continue going about your regular shopping. You've got the toolbar installed on your desktop, and boom, it shows up. I mean, it's beautiful. It's cool just playing around with it and doing searches and seeing what comes up and how Doobly just flashes up on all of the stores that you would have gone to buy those Halloween costumes or those Christmas presents anyway, yet you're getting cash back. So just amazing. It's brilliant what they've come up with. So I am going to introduce Constance now. Again, Constance is somebody that I have loved watching online. She has absolutely flourished. You gotta love a single mom that is able to pull this off, is able to find something that she can work into her life while raising her son by herself and, make gobloads of money doing it. I mean, yay! What's not to like about that? So, Constance, we get the customer side now. I hope everybody's got a really good understanding of how that works. That was awesome, how Charlize showed that all. So you, Constance, you can just tell us a little bit more about how the business works, because we are talking about a way to build a business, and it's something, I've heard people say it, it's like if you can get in front of the money that is already being spent, that's when you've hit that sweet spot, and that's what we've hit here, Constance. So tell us a little bit about yourself first and how you got going on all this.
Well, again, my name is Constance. I am a single mom of a awesome, almost 2-year-old little boy, and I've been involved in network marketing for the last about 3.5 years. In my first company, I was in what they call a party-driven company, where I had to go to people's homes and on evenings and weekends, and whenever they allowed me into their home so that I could sell a product. And while that was great, and when I was, unattached and childless, as I grew into parenthood, I was really looking for something that was going to allow me to really, truly work from home and not have to take my child with me, whether it was to someone's house or, I like to call those types of businesses really just a second job, because you're working in the evenings and you're working on weekends. And when you're a single parent, your child care is limited. And so do you really have the time to do something like that? And for me, the answer was clearly no. And so after I had my son, I decided to go back into working a regular job, and quickly decided that was not going to happen again, and decided I really needed to take a business online. And it was about 2.5 months ago or so that I reached out to Charlize and actually shared with her that I was frustrated in the business that I was in, because I wanted to be online more so that I could truly have the time with my son that I wanted. I wanted to design my life before my business, and that's what this opportunity was able to provide for me. I mean, now when he's in daycare during the day, but in the evenings I am with him 100%. It allows him to thrive, and it allows me to have a thriving business, and I think that's really the most exciting thing for me when it comes to this. And I'll go into the business as much as I can. I want to be very cautious of time, because there's so much to this. I mean, it is such a big picture, and I want to try to fill in some of those holes. Definitely get in touch with people who brought you here if you have questions, because there might be some. But I think my favorite thing was that I don't have to be a salesperson to do this. Just like Tarly showed you, customer acquisition, I mean, how simple is it to say, hey, do you want something for free? And you don't even necessarily have to have the internet skills much to do that in person. Matter of fact, I did it at Best Buy not too long ago, where a gentleman was buying a $3,500 TV, and I said, how would you like to get cash back on that? Here you go. And people are grateful. I didn't have to sell him. Yes, I made some money by doing that, and it was phenomenal. And so that's, I think, one of my favorite things, is that you can truly help people make money without ever asking them to pull out their credit card for you. And that's just mind-blowing. And when your mind finally gets a hold of that, you're like, what? Amazing. And so definitely that was the first thing I think I saw, and I know a lot of people see it. And then I started looking a little deeper into what else was going on with it, and I found that there's multiple avenues for you to make money here. And of course, WUKAR has a bunch of really great features, but Doobly itself, I mean, just the idea of building a team inside of Doobly, I mean, I just want to say this, you guys, the top of the compensation plan has a house in the Caymans. I mean, all of us have been involved in some companies that have car bonuses, and I think we're kind of stomping that a little bit, because if you're interested in building a team and recruiting, you can certainly make really nice income, which is how a lot of us have been able to, I think Tarly and myself, we love bringing people on because we love to help people, and when you do that, it's easy to build a team. But there's also some amazing things that you can do if you're not interested in recruiting or not interested in sales. And one of my favorite things is called the Doobly Partner Program. And I'm going to show you guys here in just a second how to get involved in the Doobly Partner Program. But I do want to give you kind of an overview of what it is. And what it is a way for a company or a business to co-brand with Doobly, allowing them to have their own portal so that their customers can come in and shop and get cash back. It's an awesome way to give back to customers, and at the same time still be able to generate some kind of income. And we hear an example of a gentleman with a coffee shop that does this and gives out free cups of coffee with people who get free memberships, and he's created a very solid income for himself in times where maybe the economy isn't going as great as it should, because we know that in bad economic times, people still want to save money, and so there's no downside for us here. So that's very exciting, but the most exciting part about that Doobly Partner Program is that nonprofits can join in this program for absolutely free. They can use this as a fundraising platform for generating funds. So, because we know they all need money, right? I mean, I was a veterinary technician in a former life, and I follow a lot of dog rescue groups, and they're always needing money. I mean, I know how much vet bills cost, and I want to help give back to them, but I can't constantly feed all of them. There's too many of them, and so this way I can sign them up for this, and I can truly help them in a phenomenal way. So I'm going to go into a little bit of a screen share myself and show you guys the different ways that you can get involved here. And Sue, you'll have to tell me if this is working. Am I?
Sure is. Yep. You're good to go.
Very good. Okay, so this is the sign-up page for Doobly Network, and I'm just going to show you guys briefly the different packages that are available. First, you're going to put in all of your contact info, and here's the packages that are available. Okay, so briefly, as you can see here, the business license comes with a choice of two. Either you can take the 5, that does go down after you put in your address in the U.S. You can take 50 of the monthly membership packages. You can take 5. So I tell most people if you know that $600 price point is the top of your price point, go ahead and get yourself the 5. You're going to send yourself a free voucher, because when you get yourself in the system, you're of course going to want to be your own VIP customer, right? I mean, you're going to want to get the maximum amount of cash back. And Doobly is going to provide $20 as a thank you referral on top of your other commission. So that's a really great way for you to go ahead and start generating some income. If the $600 is not the top of your price point and you feel like you can go up another step, get yourself the 50 monthlies and generate a whole bunch of customers, because the more customers you have, obviously the more income that you're going to make. You're actually going to make 25% of their commissionable revenue. So that means the more money they save, the more money you make. Very cool. We gotta love that. So now that partnership program that I told you guys about is phenomenal. It is absolutely a way that I know people are going to be generating high seven-figure incomes, and that is available through the Team Leader Accelerator, which actually is going to be changing names. Right now it's called the TLA, but it's going to be called the PPA here in just a little bit. And that's at $2,475. So right at $2,500 price point. And this pack is absolutely outstanding. It is absolutely, I'm not going to lie to you, the one that everybody is starting on. There are some amazing features available inside of our team with some additional training, but you're also going to get 15 of your yearly VIP vouchers. You're also going to get 100 of the monthly. So they're really just truly giving you access to be able to get so many customers. And something that I do want to note about all these vouchers is when you send them out to your friends or people that you meet anywhere that you meet them, as they activate, you are going to make some money back. So on the $600 business license, you're going to make $125 back. I like to call it limbo money. And on the TLA, you're actually going to make $825 back. So I want you guys to be aware of that this is not your bottom line. You're actually going to make more. And what I love the most about this is that in order to continue on with this program, all you need to do is sell one VIP a month. That's it. Then you don't have to pay a monthly auto ship. There's none of that. You don't have to fear the monthly incurring costs that we all are so familiar with. So I'm going to get off screen share here for you might, and I'm so new with the Hangouts, you guys. This is like
good. You're back.
It was like the pro. I'm like trying. So again, I mean, you don't have to be a Hangout pro in order to be successful. This, I'll tell you that. But that's a brief overview of how we can run the business side of things over here. It's absolutely exciting. It's completely changed my life. I mean, in a very brief amount of time, I've gone from being, the broke single mom that, truthfully was living at her parents' house to 7.5 weeks later making 5 figures a month, have my own apartment now. So a change of lifestyle, change of life completely. I'm grateful to Tarlise for introducing me to this, and grateful to you guys for having me on this awesome Hangout today.
Awesome. Oh, I love it. It's so neat that sorry, I'm losing my voice here. I've been hanging out all day. There's so many different ways for people to go after this, and that's what's really neat. And it is, when you're first introduced to something like this, it can be a little bit confusing, and that's why I just want to make sure that we've got our Facebook links here, and so make sure you get back to the person who invited you here. Ask the questions that you need to ask. If you're on a page where there's a button below and you're ready to get in, you can click that. But again, if you've got questions to ask, it's totally understandable. So don't hesitate to do that. And you can also ask them in the comments below. I'm kind of monitoring those on a few different pages if you do have questions here today. So we heard about Constance's results so far, and Tarlise, I thought it'd be fun to hear about yours as well, because you kind of been doing all right with this so far. Keep in mind, is it 7 weeks or 8 now? I mean, this is all so new, and already we're just seeing 8 weeks, and we can't hear you yet. Are you there, Tarlise? Because I would like, yeah, cool. So yeah, I'd like you to share, what's happened with you and the kind of results that you've gotten since you got going on this.
Yeah, sorry, my computer decided to restart halfway through.
It was perfect timing. You got back just as Constance was wrapping up, so all good.
So I don't know exactly what Constance talked about because my computer completely shut off, but what's been so amazing for me is I've actually doubled my best month in network marketing this month, and I've only been doing this for 7 weeks. I actually, although it's been technically 8 weeks, I started a little bit late, but it's been life-changing for me. And not only me, it's been amazing because my team's seen duplication. I'll keep saying this, but this is unlike anything that I've are seeing and 8-figure earners on our team, and they're saying the same thing. When 7 and 8-figure earners are saying, I've never seen duplication like this, I've never seen something like this, I think you're onto something. And guys, although you're just hearing about Jubilee, it's actually an 11-year-old publicly traded company. You're in the right place at the right time. We have the longevity of a long-standing company. You know, the founders are, you know, founder of Emirates Airlines, someone that founded Microsoft, the Bing search engine. I mean, these aren't just fly-by-night guys who decided to start an MLM company. This is a huge corporation. You guys are just hearing about it now. And so that's what's so exciting to me is that we get both ends of the aspect, the brand new / the longevity that they've already had. So it's been a game changer for me, and the best part is we are just getting started. So I strongly encourage any of you watching this to take action. In the past couple days, we've been going consistently between 100 and 200 people a day that are joining. And this thing, I'm not a fluff person, but if I were a betting woman, I would bet that you are going to regret it if even a week from now you're still thinking about this. And that is no joke. I mean, we have, you know, we're talking about the online aspect of it, but guys, we have people that have never used, you know, don't even know what a Hangout is, that are dominating it. They're going to their churches. They're talking to people in line at the grocery stores that are doing well. So whatever your hesitancy is, guys, get it answered today and get in, because it's not slowing down. If anything, you're going to kick yourself a week from now, you know, for not pulling the trigger. So make sure that you get whatever questions you have answered. If not, click the link below this video, and we'll be welcoming you to the team soon.
Awesome. You know, a lot of people say, you know, I'm not into MLM, I'm not into network marketing. Honestly, I agree with a lot of the stuff they say about that, because I've done the traditional network marketing. In fact, I think the three of us were all in the very same company doing that, and I have zero regrets. I learned so much from my experience with that, but that's just not for me. That's the traditional way of network marketing is not the way I like to do business. So how would you handle that objection? What would you say is different about the way Jubilee and Team WUKAR is operating that is different than your traditional MLM?
Constance, do you want to jump in, or you want me to?
No, I'm happy to. I mean, I think number one, and I think we both can, because I think we both have very different perspectives. Again, for me, it's the idea of not having to have an evening and weekend job and having to show up at people's homes, and that was, to me, one of the toughest parts of network marketing, is that you had to sacrifice so much. I remember going to all these events, and people were always trying to sell you on this lifestyle, and when they're taking their big, you know, for our company, it was a big cardboard check, and they're telling you about how they succeeded, and they're thanking their kids for being cool about missing, like, football games and soccer games, and they're thanking their spouses for always taking over. And I'm like, I'm failing to see how your lifestyle is so awesome, you know, because you're not designing your life. You're a slave to your business. And I think that's been the most, like, refreshing thing about what we've got going on here, is that we're all living our lives. We're doing the things that we want to do, and we're building our business after we've designed exactly what we want to do with ourselves. And so to me, that's been the big wake-up call. So,
yeah.
And Tarlise, I'm sure you have a completely different perspective than I do.
Well, you know, I always say traditional MLM and Jubilee, and over here we're changing people's buying habits. We're telling them, my shake's better, my product is better. Don't go to Sephora, buy my mascara. Don't buy your shakes at GNC, come buy my shakes. At Jubilee, we're saying, buy whatever you want. Do you want cash back? On the traditional MLM side, 90% is distributors. If your people are falling off here, we love customers. We're 99% customer driven. So, you know, instead of having to sell people and 9 out of 10 people say no to traditional, 9 out of 10 people tell us yes. And even if they say no, they're coming back and they're going, okay, so you're telling me that I can get cash back, that I can join for free, you know. Another thing is traditional MLM juices, powders, whatever it is, there's a heavy markup on those. And if you don't believe me, go on eBay right now. You can get it cheaper. I mean, it doesn't cost much to sell. And if you don't believe me, go look on eBay on your company right now. I'm not bashing network marketing. My house is full of network marketing products. I just couldn't have a long-lasting system. Well, because someone could search and find the product cheaper. For us, we love the internet. It's amazing. And, you know, for people that say, oh, yeah, I'd just rather go to a store. Guys, in Canada right now, and Sue, you can tell me if this is close to you, but there's Subways where you can just click on the wall and buy your products. Oh, I want tomatoes. Boop. I want lettuce. Boop. And then you come home and it's you know, delivered to you. Period, point blank. The world is going from brick and mortar to click and order. Go check online shopping statistics. They are going through the roof, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. One of our leaders on the team said, when I look for a business, I see where the money's going, and I get in front of it. And that is what we're doing right now. Online shopping is going through the roof. People want consistency, and we have it. So that's it.
So I would say that the first thing everybody's got to do is they've got to get their hands on that free toolbar. So you need to get back to the person who sent you here. If there's a button below this video, you can click on that. Certainly, you know, get back to whoever sent you here. Ask for that free toolbar. Ask the questions that you have. I don't know that we need to go on and on, ladies. I think as our first hangout together, I think we've sort of delivered what people want to hear. I know everybody's short on time. This is something that you can, you know, once you're in with us, you'll be able to use this hangout to show to other people just as a way of saying, you know, here's the scoop. Here's what it's all about. That's what we were putting together here today, just as a way of answering the main questions that people have. You know, once you're in, we've got amazing support. We've got a team Facebook group. There's step-by-step instructions for what you need to do. I love that. I love what Charlize and everybody has put together for us so that, you know, we can just go in and we know exactly where we need to go and exactly what we need to do. It's done in a very simple, fast, efficient way, which is pretty much how most of us need to live our lives these days. So yeah, it's so great to hear your perspective. These ladies are rocking it. I am so excited to be a part of the team. Ultra excited about what we're going to build out with the women of WUKAR, because like I said, there is a lot of room here for women in the internet marketing industry, the network marketing industry. It's time for us to get out there and shine, and I think that, well, I know that the women of WUKAR is a way for that to happen and for us to you know, work together and build this together. So Charlize, Constance, do either of you have any closing remarks before we go?
No.
Awesome. Nope. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching. And again, just get back to whoever sent you here. Get that free toolbar so that you can start getting cash back on the stuff you're already buying. It's a no-brainer. And thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you all again soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.